Well, well, well. Where do I begin? Uh, this is an emergency show. 99% of y'all will be listening to this on a replay. And this is probably my last show of this type because I'm tired of being tired, man. I'm tired of going back and forth with folks, man. I'm just tired of if it ain't positive, what are we doing? All right, so let me catch y'all up, man. So all y'all listening on the replay. Um, if you haven't done so, go ahead and like the show, share the show, comment on the show. It helps my algorithm. Uh, okay, the greatest did a show. What night was this? This was Saturday night, and the greatest show is a battle of music, right? It's a battle of three of your best up tempo R&B songs, three of your best hip hop songs, and three of your best slow jam. Greg's been doing this for about 5, 6 years now, right? This is not a battle of, hey, this is the most unsung artist. Oh, this is a this is not a battle of an artist we never heard of. This is a battle of the best versus the best. That's not my words. That's what the greatest said on his platform. So as a fan, this is what I come to expect. Uh, Shout out to Mocha Bella. She's listening. Um, this is what I've come to expect, right? So as it developed through the years, every time somebody compete in the battle, everybody get their feedback on what they heard, you know. And so in my own way of doing things, it has morphed into me doing an after show. It has morphed into me doing the after show and I give my opinion, right? And it's all funny games. I did a battle and people say I got my head busted to the white meat. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take that personal. The greatest, the host, he said Poetic Sins beat me 10 rounds to one. I didn't cry. I didn't say, oh man, you messed, you don't know what you're talking about, the greatest. Because I don't proclaim to be a music savant. Okay? I told the greatest, I do not want to go, if I do a battle, it's going to be a cupcake. Somebody who I could stunt on because I'm not a music savant. If I go up against Poe, if I go up against Crown Holder, if I go up against King Royal, if I go up against Boss Lewis, DJ 2Q, I would get my head busted to the white meat because there's types of song I like that majority of folks is not going to like because music is subjective, right? So after every battle, I do an after show on TikTok and I tell everybody my thoughts. These are my thoughts. These are my opinions. Okay. So I last Saturday night, I did my after show and I said the battle between King Royal and the Saint First Generation Xers is the worst battle ever. And here's why. Because they didn't they didn't put forth what the show was for. They put out some mellow music. Uh, my definition of up tempo is Off the Wall by Michael Jackson. That's my definition of up tempo. If the greatest says if the greatest said jungle, that's not an up tempo song, I would have came out with something else. But the greatest approved that. That was my up tempo song for the 70s. My up tempo song for the 80s was from Cheryl Lynn Encore. And then my last up tempo R&B song was Poison. Okay? Bear in mind, I ain't no music savant, but this is a battle. I'm like, this is what I'm gonna put out there. And if you beat it, so be it. Okay? So be it. So well, the Saint did a show tonight, and I know I don't listen to the Saint. Not that I don't like him, it's just that he never shares his show to me. And he does it on Twitch. And I would have to check my email and scroll all the way down to see get an email alert that Saint did a show. Okay. Sometimes I get an email from Twitch. Sometimes 98% of the time I don't. I don't know if we following each other or not. I don't know. Well, somebody sent me a message tonight saying Saint has something to say. Now, when I did my family court show today, I talked about it with a few people because I saw a Saint Facebook post, and he says, "I will address the disrespect." And I was like, "Is he talking about me?" 'Cause I don't think I disrespected him. I just said when I was on Chief Rocker's show that Crown Holder need to talk about on his theory of the culture. Crown Holder need to break down what a slow and fast songs are because there's a disconnect going. Some people know about a slow song, some people don't. Everybody got their own interpretation of what's fast and what's slow. Okay? And then I said he need to do it just because I want to figure out why the greatest let these dudes come out here with mellow music, instrumentals on an up tempo R&B stipulation. This is a show now. King Royal and Saint, they had good music, but this is not the platform for good music. This supposed to be the platform for great music. Your best versus my best. Certified bangers. We at the Grammys. This is supposed to be the Grammys. Best songs of the year. Best songs from ever. Ever, ever. So we go to the greatest show to see and hear Titans. And we told Saint this battle after battle after battle. This is not a platform for independent artists. But Saint has continued to come on here promoting independent artists. Saint, we're not trying to hear independent artists. This is the Grammys. We want to hear banger versus banger versus banger. I'm not the only one. Now, Saint has his own following. Saint has his own following But Saint following is not in the greatest chat room. The greatest following is in the chat room. When the greatest do his show, he is playing bangers. And we become accustomed to listening to bangers. Now, if we want to hear independent artists, if we want to hear groovy tracks, if we want to hear deep um bachelor of music songs, we're gonna listen to Saint. But on the greatest platform, we want to hear hits. We want to tap our feet. We want to get up and dance and go on. We're not just trying. We're not trying to take an essay on music. I'm gonna play a clip of what Saint said tonight, and I'm gonna play some of it, and then we're gonna break it down. Here we go. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you can't hear the music. Okay. I'm gonna break down what Saint said, and I'm gonna dissect it. Here we go. You just don't. These battles are challenges that you go deep into your crates and get that shit figured out. But you coming at me as the worst battle after that shit you said on at the end of the broadcast this morning with Chief Rocker. You out of pocket for that shit, bro. Because that was a straight up stab like. And see, I don't do shit like this in public. But obviously, you done made me come out on the other side of this shit, bro. Because I'm gonna show you a perfect example. Since you want to talk about up tempo, since you said that you talking about you wanted to get like some kind of master class, that you mentioned about up tempo. Okay, let me give you something better yet. I got a good example for you, sir. So today, I took the time to find out what up tempo is. Okay, and usually up tempo songs are at least 130 beats per minute. That's whether it's rock, soul, R&B, that part. And I looked at your list of your up tempo songs. As a matter of fact, in that whole list, there were only 4 up tempo songs. So everybody fucked up, including myself. So I'm gonna give you this one. Off the wall. 119 beats per. And make sure you get this because this is definitely going to get clipped. 119 beats per minute. Bell Biv DeVoe, Poison. Oh, that was 112. But that's an up-tempo. Yeah, because I'm being real big. Let's see. Oh, now, there was one of the songs that I don't know who put that up. I forgot who that was, but Let It Whip is an up-tempo song. That's 132 beats per minute. Haven't you heard? Not quite, but
It's 128 beats per minute, but it's still not an up-tempo song. The song, Show Me Love, close but no cigar. Now, Control, depending on the version, because if the acapella is 161 beats per minute, so you might be able to skate by that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not trying to clown. I'm just being a little petty. And the simple fact is that, well, sir, you were wrong. Because I went on ahead and did the research. And if you happen to find this in an archive or something, just give me a call whenever you're ready for this music challenge. Because I will shut you down with Independence Road. I'm that good, Brad. I've been doing this a very...
Now that stopped on its own. Something happened with Twitch, and so that's enough for that. I would not be battling Saint, and here's why: because Saint don't listen to music that make you tap your feet. This man says Control, depending on what version you get, is 160 beats per minute. So yeah, it qualifies as up tempo. Okay, Robin Ness, Show Me Love. According to Saint, that is not up tempo. Saint is in his own world. The greatest already told Saint, we not trying to hear independent artists. We playing the hits, but Saint don't want to play the hits. Saint want to participate, show everybody how thorough he is, how he got a master's degree in music. Saint is here to lecture. We are here to have fun. If I want to learn music, if I want to go to the school, university of music, I go to say, Saint, where do I sign up? He trying to turn the greatest show into his show. And the greatest already told him this is not his first battle. It's a different type of battle. But you can't fit a round peg in you can't fit a round object into a square surface. You can't. Saint mind is one way, and you can't tell him nothing different. He want to battle me, okay? He want to battle me. Number one, I'm not going to do it because it's not going to be entertaining. If people going to be bored, knocked out in the middle of, I'm wasting my time. If a tree fall in the woods, ain't nobody around the head, did the tree fall? Listen to the man. Is that man going to entertain y'all? Is that man going to have y'all interested in hearing his list? Do you see how he qualifies songs? That man's on a totally different level than me. I want to tap my feet. I want to hear music. I don't want to hear no music professor. No, T-Man. T-Man, you do it for the hell. I don't got time. You battle him. Y'all have already battled before. T-Man, you have already battled Saint, and nobody can remember. Saint has battled T-Man. Saint has battled Saint has battled Rough Buff. Saint has battled Boss Lewis. Saint has battled Too Cute. Now, and nobody remembers it. Saint is a waste of time. Saint got his own definition of music. Okay, I'm not gonna knock that man. I'm not gonna knock that man. But when you say "Off the Wall" by Michael Jackson isn't qualified as an up-tempo song, I was like, I dropped the mic. There's no need for me to battle you. So he's telling everybody, hey, in my qualifications, "Off the Wall" is not fast enough. So what Saint gonna do is give you music that qualifies in his realm, and it got to be more than 130 beats per minute. So are you gonna sit here and say, "Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear what Saint got we're gonna play"? Oh yeah, Saint gonna introduce us to the most independent artist he can find. Okay, good, man. Hey, let me know how it was. I got better things to do. I got better things to do. Hollywood. Hollywood don't try to sell tickets with and have you come see it on a Friday and Saturday night to people you don't know. People only got time for short things. Time is valuable. They're not guaranteed Saint gonna give me some hits. Saint said I disrespected him. And Saint says I disrespected him by calling him trash. If you telling me, hey, Jungle, I'm gonna play a song by Janet Jackson, right? 30 of her bangers come to mind. I get my wife all dolled up, you know what I'm saying? We go out there, we go to the auditorium where Saint is at, and we want to listen to this Janet Jackson song he's gonna play for us. You gonna tell me you go through all that trouble and he don't play nothing on Control. He don't play nothing on Rhythm Nation. He don't play nothing on 1812. He don't play. He don't play none of those songs you heard. But he play an unreleased song. Are you gonna tell me that's not trash? Um. Now the greatest already told him, don't come out here with no independent, right? Don't come out here with no independent songs. We're not trying to be, we're not trying to get educated, Saint, on your independent artists. We're not. This is a Saturday night. We not what we foregoing a football game to hear a battle. Exactly, T man. Time is something you can't get back once it's gone. I'm not I'm not foregoing that football game, Saint. I'm not foregoing that football game to hear a Janet Jackson song I ain't never heard of. And that's why I call him dyslexic, because he was warned. He was warned. Now, Too Cute, she said she had a problem with T-Man song. I mean with Saint songs. That's her. Cause she experienced Saint. She know how to get down. So she appreciate that. Ain't nothing wrong with her liking it. But I'm not foregoing the LSU game, LSU versus Clemson, week 1 of the first week of college football, to hear Pillow Talk by Janet Jackson. I'm not wasting my time to hear Paul Hardcastle. This is a battle. I'm expecting hits. Mocha Buzz and T, man, I listened to the replay. I didn't understand the Pillow Talk song by Janet Jackson. Saint, we at the Grammys. We want to hear bangers, Saint. This is not your show. And we heard the man's own words. He said, yeah, man, I'm going to show you he's Saint definition of a battle is digging in the crates, playing independent artists. That's his words, not mine. Go ahead and do it, Saint. I'm not taking off to hear you play independent artists. I'm not. That's when he got mad. He taking it personal. Saint tried to come there Saturday night and do his show. Saint, you got to understand, this is the greatest show. He got different followers than you. The greatest don't play independent artists. How many times he got to tell you? He showed you what's been played. He told you what he want. That's why I called you dyslexic, because you cannot read and interpret what's on the page. You do not understand the assignment. T-Man said that was an unreleased track. And he cannot understand why I got mad about it. Too Cute said, I didn't have a problem with neither Saint or King Royal songs. That is you. You, King Royal, Saint, y'all move around in the same circles. But this is the greatest platform. Saint trying to bring his act on the road to the greatest. I'm the greatest fan. I've been accustomed to listen to greatest type songs. Saint gonna try to hit us over the head with his songs, and he gonna try to wonder why people didn't like it, and me. I don't like it, Saint, because I'm expecting a different thing. I've come to the greatest show to get a Big Mac. Saint coming here with a damn vegan burger. He give me a plant-based item. I wanted a Big Mac. That's why I'm in McDonald's. I saw you Too Cute. You co-signed it with disrespect. I'm trying to tell him, man. I did not disrespect that man. So that man said he would. I cannot see him. That man challenged me. I'm gonna play another part of what Saint said to me. The man got me all wrong. That man think I'm attacking him personally. I'm not attacking him personally. I'm not. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm not attacking that man personally. I'm just telling you, that man think I came to his show and slandering his music. Oh, look, RC and chat. What's going on, RC? What's up, everybody? I don't care about this beeps a minute. I know an up-tempo song in my head, like Off the Wall. This man gonna try to tell us Off the Wall don't qualify. When the man say Off the Wall don't qualify, or why bother talking to him anymore about music? Let me see if I can find this real quick, man. Give me a second. It's just unbelievable, man. Music is it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? Music is so subjective, man. And it's so subjective, and people will fall out. I know I lost a few. I know I lost some followers. I know I have because of the way I handled saying, but man, I can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? I can't please everybody. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna be me. And if you don't like me, then so be it. I mean, I got when I'm on this mic, my job is to give my opinion. When you challenge me and when you tell me I can't see you, then I'm gonna really give my opinion. The man said I was talking about him like a dog. I was talking about his selections. I don't know this man personally. I'm just talking about the product he's put out. I don't want to hear no independent artist on the greatest battle. Now, if you battle somebody on your platform and I hear Paul Hardcastle, I'm gonna judge your battle on your platform against whoever you going up against. Now, now say for example, if King Royal and Saint was battling on Twitch on the Saint battle on the same platform, I'll give you a whole different response because that is your stage. But when you come on the greatest platform, you gotta cook the best Big Mac. You can't come out here with no plant-based products, Saint. Or that you would just respond to Jungle. I didn't see it that disrespectful. He think it's disrespect. Too cute think it's disrespect. I read the chat room. Everybody, his chat room was co-signing. I saw it. I might put Too Cute on charges. Because she know that's the greatest platform. She knows the greatest accustomed to hearing, the greatest fans is accustomed to hearing a different type of music. It ain't nothing personal on Saint. But Saint always taking it personal. This is not his first battle. We have told this man time and time again, stop coming with the independence. It's whack when we trying to hit hits. Now we go to your platform, Saint, and you play out Teresa Cruz, Terry Cruz, whatever her name is. Then I'm gonna sit there and enjoy it because I'm prepared to hear something eclectic. I'm prepared to hear something different. Tony Williams said, "It's not what you say, but how you say." I can't say it no other way. That's like going to Italy and you want somebody to say hello in English. I can't say it no other way. Y'all gotta get out your damn feelings. Tracy Cruz. That's why I've been having a problem with y'all for the past 10 years. Jungle talk to me like I'm crazy. Jungle talk crazy to me. Jungle did, Jungle that. That's why I don't move around. I don't go to events. I don't because y'all sensitive. I got to talk to y'all a certain way to hurt y'all. We are all grown here. The greatest told me I got my ass beat 10-1 and I ain't taking personal. If the greatest could tell me I got beat 10-1, god damn it, y'all can take me saying your shit trash. If you don't think your shit trash, why your feelings hurt? If you think you sure enough, Saint, it shouldn't matter what I call you. Thank you, RC. Saint was saying stuff too. Jungle just responded. Go back and look at it. Go back and look at the video. I posted on Instagram. I posted on Facebook and everything. See if I can find the damn video. See if I can find the damn video, man. Let me find it.
And obviously,
that's not it. Let me see if I can find the damn thing. They get on my damn nerve. Oh, she said, now I've heard Jungle really go off before. Believe me, that was nothing because if you saw the look on my face, I was smiling. I was laughing because I'm like, I know this man not taking this shit serious. I know he's not. What are we doing here, man? This just music. I mean, you supposed to say, Jungle, F you, my shit was fire. I don't care what you say, and we go on about our day. That's it. That's all we're supposed to do. Go on about our day. But nope, you had to get in your feelings. You had to say some stuff. You had to talk about you want to battle me. I'm not a music savant. I want cupcakes. I want people I can stunt on. I don't take this shit serious. I turn on the radio and I wait to hear what I like. I don't got no PhD in music. I can't read music. I'm not a DJ. I'm not a radio jockey. I critique on shit I see and hear. If you want to call me somebody who don't know nothing, so be it. I stay in my lane. I'm not here to show everybody how great I am. I don't try to be the smartest guy in the room. Tony said Saint is temperament and sensitive. Obviously, you can't let your ego. If you take your ego and you're walking around the room, it's gonna eventually get stepped on. Keep your ego in your pocket. Because if you try dragging around the room and show everybody how big your ego is, it's going to get stepped on when the room get crowded. Your ego ain't going to get touched in an empty room. But when it starts to get crowded, your ego going to get stepped on, bro. She said what was frustrating with Saint was he kept making excuses and disclaimers. He liked what he likes, and that's fine. But it's not what I listen to. Exactly. He's in McDonald's trying to cook everybody a damn vegan burger. Are you dyslexic, man? We already tell you what we want on the menu. Can you not read the menu? That's why I call him dyslexic. I ain't saying he dyslexic on purpose. I'm like, man, can you read and interpret what are you reading? Give me a second here. I'm trying to find this damn video. It's only showing me the last. Saint video got two parts, and I already played one part. I'm trying to find the beginning. Want to welcome Poetic Sins in the chat. What's going on, Poetic? Poetic, you just joining us. Saint did a show tonight talking about how I disrespected him, how I don't know what I'm talking about with up-tempo music. He's saying he went there and looked at my list, and my list had Off the Wall on it. Off the Wall only has 100 and something, but it doesn't have the qualifications to be considered up-tempo. He's saying, according to his definition of up-tempo, your song got to have 130 beats per minute. Off the Wall didn't have that. That's what we're dealing with, man. Or is it either that or stood on his music selection? Tony Winston trying to make it seem like he did a favor. It's like I'm trying to make it seem like I'm trying to pick on him. I'm just critiquing what I heard. And let Saint know I'm frustrated because the greater told you what the mission was. And you failed the mission, and you're gonna get mad because you didn't read the menu right. Don't get mad at me because you didn't read the menu right. And before you came on there, I wouldn't disrespect the Saint. I'm just giving my opinion. It was the worst battle I listened to. There ain't nothing personal. I told everybody before the battle what type of music King Roy is gonna play, and he would play mellow music like I thought he would. Where is this damn video? I gotta find the files. Where's the damn files? There you go.
And obviously, YouTube, or not YouTube, but on Instagram.
All right, here we go. This Saint.
Okay. Because first of all, there were two things that was wrong with that after show. And I'm here just going ahead and saying, Jungle Brothers, bro, you dead wrong. Because for 10 minutes, I tried to type in there, try to tell you I was trying to defend myself, because y'all was in there talking about me like, man, like my musical skills, blah, 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 this and that. That shit was not cool. And I mean, I thought they would, peers to see that shit was out of context. And then, to be fair, the only ones that were in there that were professional, and I mean in a real music center, was the one person that should have stood up. And I'm disappointed in that individual. And I'm not putting naming names out there, but everybody knows who was in that strength. And that shit was not cool. Because the thing about it is, I do this shit day in and day out. Listen, this music, this independent music has been my life for the last 18 years. You understand? There are artists right now that are, that are like, have come up. Perfect example. I was one of the first, I'm not going to sit up here and say I was one of the first artists that did it, but I started bringing that song into life. And we all know what we're talking about, the song Love's Galaxy by Tracy Cruz. This song has become one of the most popular songs in my set. That is a song that killed one of these battles. So I know that the independent music has that kind of respect. That song from this date right now is 15 years old. And that song still has power. The following year, the next year, a song called Feel So Right by Lynn Fitmont took that one. Understand, I do this shit for real. You can't call me trash because all like for real. Because there are people in this stream right now on this chat that will definitely disagree with me. And my thing is that all I'm saying is that you need to come up and get this challenge because I'm calling you out. I'm calling you the fuck out. You disrespected the genre. Not necessarily me, but the genre, bro. And there are thousands that.
That's not me. That was Twitch. That was Twitch. They dropped a commercial in between what he was saying. Let me go ahead and play the rest of it. And it went on for 5 more minutes, and then this stupid ass phone. It went on for 5 more minutes, and then here we go.
And obviously, when it comes to these battles, obviously, you really don't know your music because you just don't do hits. These battles are challenges that you go deep into your crates and get that shit figured out. But you coming at me as the worst battle?
Did y'all hear what Saint just said? You don't play hits. You dig into the crates. So that's why he didn't play. When he played Janet Jackson, he ain't played none of her hits. He dug into the crates, and he played Pillow Talk. Saint using the greatest platform to do a radio show. He introducing everybody to Janet Jackson's unsung songs. And that's not what the battle is for. The greatest told him, do not play Tracy Cruz. Tell us, Saint, yo, man, we not trying to hear. We only want to hear the hits. You don't go into the Apollo with Pillow Talk. This is why I'm trying to tell this man. Just what I was saying for 10 minutes that he thought was disrespectful. This is exactly what I was saying on my after show. Queen Boss said, if my memory serves correctly, he played Tracy Cruz in that battle and took the win. Don't quote me on that, though. The greatest told him, do not play no more. Play the hits. We do not want to come out. We do not want to hear the best independent artist. Too cute. He told him that. It does the greatest no good for a Saint to be playing his masterpiece if nobody's listening. This is not his radio show. This is a battle. The greatest is putting on a show. Saint can't fathom that. That's all I was saying. But he sees it as disrespect. I'm telling you, what the mission was. Also, I've seen many folks dig into crates and come up with some B-side fire song. Respectfully, Saint didn't do that. Exactly. And we know he was going to do this. And we told, the great told him, don't do this.
After that shit you said on at the end of the broadcast this morning with Chief Rocker, you out of pocket for that shit, bro. Because that was a straight up stab. Like, and see, I don't do shit like this in public. But obviously, you done made me come out on the other side of this shit, bro. Because I'm gonna show you a perfect example. Since you want to talk about up tempo, since you said that you talking about you wanted to get like some kind of master class, you know, that you mentioned about up tempo. Okay, let me give you something. Better yet, I got a good example for you, sir. So today, I took the time to find out what up tempo is. Okay, and usually up tempo songs are at least 130 beats per minute. That's whether it's rock, soul, R&B, you know, that part. And I looked at your list of your up-tempo songs. As a matter of fact, in that whole list, there were only 4 up-tempo songs. So, everybody fucked up, including myself. So, I'm going to give you this one. Off the wall, 119 beats per minute. And make sure you get this because this is definitely going to get clipped. 119 beats per minute. Bell Biv DeVoe, Poison. Oh, that was 112. But that's an up-tempo. Yeah, because I'm being real petty. Let's see. Oh, now, there was one of the songs that I don't know who put that up. I forgot who that was, but Let It Whip is an up-tempo song. That's 132 beats per minute. Haven't you heard? Not quite, but it's 128 beats per minute, but it's still not an up-tempo song. The song, Show Me Love, close but no cigar. Now,
The man just said, Show Me Love by Robin S. is not an up-tempo R&B song. This is why I will not waste my time with Saint. Saint is in his own world when it comes to music. And you ain't gonna be able to convince him otherwise. He don't, he look at beats per minute. If it ain't 130 beats per minute, it's not considered an up-tempo song. That's what we're dealing with. Saint ain't here to play the hits. Saint is here to give you a music class. Saint do his radio show on discovering independent artists. In his own words, he said, I don't play the hits, I dig in the crates. Saint wants you to tell your wife or your significant other, hey, for the next 2 hours, I'm not going to spend time with you because I'm listening to Saint uncover Tracy Cruz, Saint uncover Pillow Talk by Janet Jackson. Saint is not going to play the hits. Saint want me to tell my family, hey, I got to take a break for the next hour and a half because he's going to dig in the crates. This is a podcast. This is about entertaining. Saint think playing Pillow Talk by Janet Jackson is entertaining. Saint think playing Rick James, Smoke Cop and Blow is entertaining. Man now say he doesn't understand the meaning of battle. That's why I will not battle Saint. He called me out all he want. He could call me. He could tell me till he blue in the face. Jungle ain't shit. Jungle ducking me. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time because in between my sets, I gotta listen to his bullshit, and it's gonna be an empty, quiet ass. It's gonna be an empty, quiet ass room. What, how am I gonna market that? How am I gonna tell my family, hey, come watch me take on Saint, and they gotta hear that bullshit? Saint and King Roy was indignant that we didn't like they elevator, that they they got mad. I called it elevator music. They was affronted. They couldn't believe I would disrespect they choices like that. Good night, everybody. If you listen to this on the replay, before you leave, click like. Make sure you're following me, and make sure the notification is on all my joints. Because sometimes YouTube will reset it. Make sure you follow me, man. And if you listen on the replay, throw emoji up in there, thumbs up, say just one word or two, and that activate the algorithm. Do not leave. If you listen on the replay, do not leave without subscribing to me. One love, everybody. There will not be a Jungle versus Saint battle. It will not. I'm not wasting my time. Y'all have a good night. Peace.